how's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. First of all, I want to say thank you if you already saw the sumo tutorial. It's gonna be I'm gonna do like a little series of like cues and that you can implement into your training. So you guys like the sumo and you ask for a mobility routine for sumo that day, so that's what I'm gonna do. So usually the first thing that I like to do when it comes to mobility for routine is using the foam roller. It's a good primer, it makes the body move around, you know. Foam roll, you move, you stretch, so that's the first thing that I do. So as you can see, I foam roll my lower spine and my upper back. I keep my arms crossed the whole time. I go very slowly. I try to find the knots that bother me and I try to stay on it, roll on it, and then just very slowly. You don't want to rush the process because it's not gonna do anything. If you feel like you're in a little bit discomfort, just sit there and let it relax and then keep going. Boom, boom, boom. I usually do my back for about a minute to a minute and a half, and then I switch to my glutes. So I just bring that up right there, right? I bring my right glute here, I cross my leg, right? So get a nice deep stretch. So I try to hit all the angles of my glutes, boom. And then I'll do the same on the other side, boom. There we go. Once the glute is done, I'm gonna take the foam roller and I'm gonna do abductor and hip flexors, right? So and also the teardrop of the quad. So I'm gonna start right here, right? And I'm just gonna press down, right? Apply down pressure right here. Boom, that's the abductor right here. If I go here, it's more like mid quad. I like to do that. I can also focus just on that teardrop of the quad right there. If I go all the way in, that's abductor right here. And if I roll, usually to hit my hip flexor, which is kind of hard to get because they're already here. You roll here and then you rotate your body and you lift your leg up. And here you'll feel the stretch on your hip flexor. Boom. I do that on all sides. And then the last thing that I do, actually two things, is my hamstring. I do them one by one, just like that. And the most important part when it comes to foam rolling, and people tend to forget, that it's your feet, right? You gotta foam roll your feet always. I actually find myself lifting more weights when I foam roll my feet. Every time I forgot to foam roll my feet, I surprisingly lift less weight. So you just put the foam roller and foam roll your feet. The side, inside, everywhere. And then after that, you should be done with foam rolling. So that was step one. The second stretch that I like to do is the 90-90. So basically, it's called 90-90 because you're gonna create a 90 angle degree with both of your legs. So when you go on the ground, right, you take that leg, you're gonna make sure it's a 90 angle degree. You wanna make sure that leg right here, too, is a 90 angle degree, right? And you just wanna sit in that position. You should feel a stretch right here in your glutes and right there on your hip flexor if they're tight. Right now, I do feel it because I'm a little tight. It's the morning. So what you want to do, right, is either you can lean forward this way or you can go that way. Obviously, if you're not mobile enough, you won't be able to go that way. But what you want to do when it comes to stretching your hips and doing that 90-90 stretches, you don't want to force the position, right? If you feel super tight and you try to force it, it's not gonna work. Think of it like your muscles and joints like a band, right? A band, if you take it and you stretch it too far too quickly and you release the tension, it's just gonna go back to its normal place. If you gradually load it, yes, it will become more stretchy. Muscles are the same process, the same thing, right? Right here, you slowly ease yourself into the position until you feel comfortable. If you feel a little discomfort, just sit there and then you'll feel yourself opening up. Breathe into the stretch. Just like that. So that's one side and you'll do also the other side. Boom. I usually spend, when it comes to just the 90-90s, 20 to 30 seconds on each side 4 times. So that's like 8 rotations, 8 times basically, because it's 4 on each side. So the stretch number 3 will be just a sumo frog stance. You just a static sumo frog stance stretch. That's what I want to call it, right? So basically, you just you're gonna be in a sumo frog position, right? Right here. You don't want your feet right here. You don't want to move them. You have to be on the ground, right here. If you see them, they're like that, right? You're gonna feel it right here in your hip flexor. All you wanna do is be in that position, right? Obviously, once you're gonna get in that position, you're gonna be like, oh, yeah, that's where I'm stopping. I can go beyond. Once you feel that, you just wanna sit there and relax. Breathe through it, and you feel again yourself opening up slowly. You wanna do 3 rounds of 20 to 30 seconds. You just wanna sit there. So I think it's number 4. Again, it's a mixture between dynamic stretches and static stretches. What we did right now was dynamic and stretches, just like foam rolling is considered dynamic because you're moving. This is another dynamic, it's the bending lateral walk. You just want to grab the band, put it around your thigh, quads, right, and on your calves. You want to sit in here and you just want to walk. You want to make sure you activate and you actively pushing out. You don't want to be like that, you want to cave in, right? You want to push out. So if the resistance is too high for you at first, get something less. That gives you less resistance. You just want to walk. Keep your hands in front, boom, 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 and you want to go back. It's going to burn and it's going to activate all the primary muscles and secondary muscles as well. So once you get to your deadlift warm up, you'll feel nice. Boom. Nice. You do 3 rounds of that. That's number 4. And the final thing that I usually do is a goblet sumo stance deadlift. So you just want to grab 2 pair of goblets or 1 if they have a big handle. So you just want to sit in that sumo stance position, right? Right. I'm usually that wide about right here. You want to pretend you're doing a deadlift, basically. So, right, you pack your lat, you keep your back upright, and I usually like sitting in that position, and you're gonna feel it. It's gonna burn after a while. You can also play with your mobility, the wedge. Try to bring your muscles, activate everything. Just stay upright, just like if you're doing a regular sumo. Just stay here. Let the weight sink right there. And it's also good because you'll practice the position, right? The positioning with no weight. Basically, this is super maximal, but actually, you feel your muscle working more than anything. So it's a very good exercise to do outside of just doing a sumo deadlift. Boom. All right. Again, guys, those were 5 little mobility stretches stuff that you could do and implement to your training. It worked for me. I've been doing that for over 1.5 years, and it took my deadlift from 6'7" to almost 800 pounds now, so it's definitely working. So again, if you like this video, please drop a like. Please subscribe. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, come on, subscribe to the channel. That means a lot. And don't forget, again, like, it helps with the algorithm. And leave a comment, video recommendation. I'll go through all of them. And yeah, guys, peace.